Alright, who could our mysterious man be? Or woman? It could be Von Karma. It's entirely possible given the whip and her being mentioned. I'm hoping it's Lang. It could be one of the new characters that are scattered about on the background behind the play button here. Whoops, I need to actually start the emulation and not bring you back on what it was basically a JPEG. Anyways, because I don't know the voice. Huh? There are already visitors here? Visitors here already? Ooh. This guy's clearly, I'm gonna guess, a private eye, based on the hat and stubble and the nice suit and tie. I'm, goddammit, people messaging me. Yeah, they're not getting the point of the question I'm asking, but, fucking, if you're paying attention to this, people I asked concerning what I would do if I lost a Nuzlocke, which, feel free to comment here as well if you feel like it, in the event that I lose a Nuzlocke, I'm asking what I should do, like, hypothetical, and they're responding with what would they do, and it's like, well, I don't care what you would do in a Nuzlocke. They're like, I wouldn't have the patience to start it again, and it's like, alright, but that's you, okay? It would annoy the hell out of me starting again, but I would be willing to do it. And they're just giving me, yeah, I wouldn't have the patience for it. And it's like, fucking, I'm asking, what would you rather see? Whatever. I might clarify that, I might just take it as a sign where it's like, alright, if the Nuzlocke fails, I should be done with it. But anyways, I'm feeling, just because I didn't really get a chance to use this voice, and I love the casual racism inherent with it, Irish brogue, as I really only used it for, like, background characters in Phantom Trick, or Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Sorry to barge in like this. Is this the crime scene? You... Huh? You... Aren't you... That piercing gaze, hoy-shoy, that furrowed brow. It has been a long time, Mr. Shields. Yes, yes, that pretty thing around your neck, and that stiff greeting. There's no doubt about it. I like Irish for this guy. He doesn't look Irish based on the poofy black hair, or brown, or whatever you want to call that. But, I like the idea of making him Irish, so he's going to be Irish. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma! Fancy meeting you here! Well... He's been out of the loop, I see. Since I'm pretty sure Von Karma's dead at this point in time. I know he apparently died as of the second game, and this... is during the time in between the second and third game, I think? I know this takes place immediately after the first Ace investigations. I know that during that time, What's-Her-Face is only... Emma Skye is only like 15. Because she went to Europe for a bit and came back as slightly older. Not 15, she's 15 in the Gaunt thing. She's slightly older now. But, yeah, she's not quite the adult she is in Apollo Justice. Phoenix has yet to do his, getting kicked out of lawyering, which happens in... that's not a spoiler, it's the beginning of Apollo Justice. Again, I don't quite know where this takes place in the timeline. I think it's... I want to say it's in between the events of Game 2 and 3, because in the background you see Phoenix hanging out with Maya and Pearls, which I'm pretty sure at the end of 3 Maya leaves. And isn't seen again until, like, the most recent game. Spirit of Justice? Whatever the new one is, with Sid Mondi as the prosecutor. What are you saying, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, not that old man. Detective, it's fine. Oh, it's you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I thought you looked a bit young. You two are so similar. Looks like your Uncle Ray got you mixed up again. You never change. Ray Shields. How many years has it been since we last saw each other? I've already forgotten. Your Uncle Ray has been overseas these past few years. But you know, there's something I still haven't forgotten about you and your betrayal. Really? Alright. This got a little serious quick. I'm getting some bad vibes over here. Do you know this guy, Mr. Edgeworth? He's clearly Ray Shields. Allow me to introduce him to you. Raymond Shields, attorney at law. Aw. Detective. He's clearly a private eye. It's also clearly Dan Avedon from Game Grumps. Yes, Attorney Ray Shields at your service. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. Kay Faraday, nice to meet you. I'm a great thief, but I'm currently on hiatus. Great thief? Well, well, that sounds romantic. How wonderful. Oh, Mr. Shields, you get it. Oh, Mr. Shields, you get it, right? I'm currently recruiting new members. The registration forms are easy to fill out. That's splendid. Uncle Ray would love to join your little gang. I'm sorry, but we're only accepting bright, cheerful, and energetic girls. You know, I feel like for a sneak thief, that may not be the target market. You know? I see. That's too bad. Well, how about a hug, then? As a sign of affection. Girl I just met, and who I'm fairly certain is... yeah, underage. How about it? No. I guess not. Eh, this isn't Europe, after all. Specifically Ireland. Mr. Shields, what are you doing here? Oops, that's right. Sorry. Preventing the attorney from investigating the crime scene is a Von Karma way, isn't it? Hey! You've been going on about Von Karma this and Von Karma that. What's your problem, pal?
Hold it!
Never can get him right. Detective, restrain yourself. Down, boy. Heel. This can't be helped. Eh? Mr. Shields, are you the fence attorney for Horace Knightley? That's right. Or should I say, I was his defense attorney. Mr. Shields is a defense attorney. If Knightley had not been murdered, I would have been going up against him in court. I should listen to what he has to say. Well then. What's up, Ray? I love doing your voice. Since you received the request from the represent the victim, that must mean... Yes, your Uncle Ray was supposed to meet with Knightley, boy. As was I. I had planned to meet with him, but then we had heard the report of the dead body. What? I even brought him a California roll. Why? Mr. Shields, you can't bring food, especially ones that have bites taken out of them, into the detention center. Oh, is that right? Well then, would you like it? No, thank you. Still, to think the prosecutor Edgeworth actually meets with the defendants. All defendants are guilty. Wasn't that the Von Karma way? I hope Von Karma doesn't show up, because it kind of blew my Von Karma voice on the president of the last case. He probably will show up, too. Need to work on that. I'm Manfred, but... I guess I could make it throatier. I was kind of yelling through my teeth for the president. I don't even know if he's in the game yet. That is a thing of the past. Heh, is that right? So, you sure you don't want it? I told you I don't want it! Get your California roll that you've taken bites out of away from me. Why are you giving this to me? I'm thrilled. The prosecutor's badge might make me more popular than my attorney's badge. We'll be a little applause he did. Thanks for the present. No, I never said a word about giving it to you. God damn it. Fucking, they all agree. It's like, whatever, fine. I'm taking their consensus on not restarting as my go-to. Fucking, if I die in Nuzlocke, it's on hiatus until I feel like doing it again. I was perfectly willing to restart immediately, but now 3 people have said, nah, I wouldn't have the energy. Like, alright, good thing I'm not you, but I guess I'm not doing it anyways. Fuck, gotta find a new game to play then. Jeez. When I lose, I mean. And I say when, that is totally coming down in my future. Hehe, that was just a joke. Uncle Ray has his own badge. Your attorney's badge. You don't wear it on your clothes? In the winter I wear it on my favorite coat. Uncle Ray only wears it on his victory clothes. What kind of victory is he talking about? Good question. Anyways, let's discuss Knightley. Did you meet with Knightley? Hehe, we met yesterday. He called me over as soon as Knightley boy was arrested. He was being quite hostile. Oh yes, he mentioned you. Talked about how you interfered with his plans. Probably shouldn't have done that. Really sounded like he was guilty to me. Probably said some nasty things about me. Even if he hates me, I'm fine with it. I mean, he's dead now, so what do I care? Man, the two of us had a great time talking about you. Mr. Shields, you also talked about me. I frequent the visitors' room here quite often. It's been a while since I had such a good time. So you're a regular at the prison. Hey now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not here as an inmate. I'm here to visit an old acquaintance of mine. We usually meet in the visitors' room, but I've also been in there before. Then I should ask him about this room. Yeah, about this room. What is this room? Yeah, seriously. This room where the body was found. Do you know anything about it? Ah, this room, eh? Here's a pop quiz for a prodigy prosecutor. I haven't been that in years. Which of these three is the name of this room? Well, it's not the morgue, and it's not the lecture room. Oh. It might be... I would also guess it's not the entertainment room. If I had to guess, though, all of these names are supposed to be, like, ironic. Like, it's not, take him to the morgue. They don't actually mean the morgue, they mean this room. I'm gonna guess the lecture room because it looks like there's torture equipment here. The lecture room. So they tied up Knightley boy and lectured him to death? As expected of Prosecutor Edgeworth, you sure have an eye for the details. Let's reveal the correct answer. Prosecutor Edgeworth's answer is... Fucking... The other ones aren't much better. They tied him up and morgued him to death, or they tied him up and entertained him to death. Wrong! The correct answer is the workroom. That wasn't even a choice. All three choices were wrong. I hate it when he does that. The inmate carries out various kinds of prison labor here. It also serves as a rehab program, allowing them to receive job training in prison. So, how do they monitor this room? Who's in charge of the keys to the entrance? Prosecutor Edgeworth? No, I'm not. I was just sort of saying. Oh, I see. Even your Uncle Ray doesn't have all the answers. How old's Uncle Ray here? Hey there, could you tell us? I want to see. How old's this guy? 36? Where do you get off calling yourself Uncle Ray? You're like, maybe 10... 10's pushing it. Gumshoe and Edgeworth are roughly the same age. Yeah, you're like, maybe 5 years older than me. Maybe. Gumshoe's roughly the same age as Edgeworth, I know that. 24. You'd be Uncle maybe to that guy. K, certainly, but... Fuck, Manfred was... in his 60s? He had like a 40-year unbeaten streak, and he was in his 60s in the first game. So fucking, he's half his age, basically. Maybe a little bit younger. Hardly gets off calling him fucking old Uncle Ray. Anyways, yes, hey there, could you tell us? Yes, sir, this room doesn't use any locks and keys. What? Why not? Instead of locks, doors are equipped with sensors. What do you mean by that? All the prison inmates are wearing electronic bracelets. When a bracelet passes through the door, it activates the sensor and... Whew, whew, whew! Yeah, an alarm sound. After a certain amount of time has passed, the bracelet will emit a painful shock. If the bracelets are tampered with, it will emit an electrical shock 3 times more powerful. That's terrifying. It's to ensure the inmates follow the rules, although it seems a bit harsh. That's why whenever an inmate goes through a door, a guard has to accompany them. To deactivate the sensor first. And that's that. Did any of the inmates use this workroom today? In the past few days, no one has used this room. I'm sure of it. You're clearly wrong because there's a dead body over there and he didn't just teleport in. Clearly, someone killed him. So not one inmate has entered the room today. I don't think Shields did it. Sorry if you hear construction in the background. People are working on general parts of my building. So, construction may be abound. Who knows? Yeah, I don't think Shields did it. It'd be easy to say the new guy did it. Like, what was her name? Nicole and Knightley were... They were the characters introduced, and they did it. But, I think Shields is innocent. Anyways. If that's the case... It raises a contradiction with this crime scene. There's something in this crime scene that should not exist. The sheets? I'll use my powers of deduction and inspect the crime scene again. Alright. Later, I'm going to lightly jog this way. Now I'm going to... I liked that. You can have to break out into a run, but the lightly jogging animation's great. Hop, 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 hop. Keep up, Kay. She doesn't get one. She has to basically walk. And then sprint after me. The glove? I'm guessing it's the glove. Deduce. The spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold. It doesn't... Well, he's not wearing a bracelet, per se. Sounds an alarm in response to a prisoner's bracelet was installed in the door. Sorry about that jump there, I was being an idiot. I have to edit that in. Is it the... rope, perhaps? But no, wait, he said... What am I... Hold on, does it say what I'm doing? Something contradicts with the evidence we have. He's not wearing a bracelet. And I would say... Rubber glove... Prison. See, it doesn't say that no one's gone in today, is my problem. Maybe? Because he's not... No, it's... Contradiction with the crime scene! Be more precise about where the contradiction is. Around here, somewhere! Please be more specific, sir. Damn! There's something in this room that should not exist. If I had to wager... Do I have the evidence to support this claim? I don't think I do, because all the evidence I have, I would guess it's the glove or like his lack of a bracelet. No, it shouldn't exist. It's the glove or the thing. But nothing implies it wasn't used today. That's not anywhere in here. What is this? No? Only the victim. Yeah, I don't have anything that, like, installed on the door. Who do I talk to? I talked to him about everything. Huh. This is the crime scene. The muddy work glove? That's... He said, like, it's been a few days. Rubber gloves used by the inmates. Unnatural for one to end up in this place. It's direct contradiction. Yeah! Why is that? From what we just heard about the inner workings within the prison, rubber gloves used by the inmates should not be present in this room. There's plenty of evidence to support my reasoning. Alright, so it is the glove. I was right the first time. Is it just the door? Because, again, it doesn't say anything about it not being used. Yeah, it was the door, okay. That was weird to me. The inmate cannot freely enter this room, as they are wearing bracelets that set off sensors. According to the guard, it seems that no inmates were scheduled to enter this room today. However, a rubber glove used by the inmates was left in here. There's a direct contradiction! Then who left the wobble glove in here, sir? God, wish I could do a better gumshoe. I don't know, yet. However, it seems that this rubber glove is connected to our case. Bleep. Doodly there. God, aside from inmates and prison guards, does anyone else have access to this room? Yeah, well, this is a prison facility after all. Only inmates and prison guards come here. Mr. Shields? Hey, what are you saying? There are others that come in here. Aside from inmates and prison guards, there are certain things that can enter this room. Are you talking about them? But they're... Mr. Shields, what are these things you speak of? It should be obvious. You came all the way here without seeing one, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Usually you can find him walking around the prison facility. Well, you'll see once you leave the room, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hey, you're just saying that to get Mr. Edgeworth to leave, pal. What now? Don't you trust me? Mr. Detective, you have a big body, but a small mind. What did you say, pal? Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, sir. Fuck. Slips into the coal much too often. Ugh. Maybe I should try and have my own gumshoe and not emulate VGA. Sorry, sir. It's hard for me to picture him with any other voice, is the problem. Sorry, sir. Come on, follow me. I'll show you what Uncle Ray has been talking about. That's Strut. Alright, I'm betting it's... Is that Terry? No, it can't be Terry Falls. Terry Falls is dead. Right, I'll break here. Have to edit those two episodes together. When we come back, we'll see what he's talking about. My money's on dogs, because it was in the intro. Thanks so much for watching. I've been Tokenlad. Talk to you later. Shoot, negotiator. See you around Ask Clowns. Check out my Patreon if you can. Every little bit helps.